Okay, we should be live. Let me just unmute this real quick. What's up? What's up? What's up? New week. Give me a sec. I'm just putting on a little light music to chill and vibe to. Oh man, this coffee hits. This coffee be bussin'. Um, there we go. All right, I'm just putting a little light tunes to the background. All right. So first thing first, what's up? Welcome. We're going over the weekly review and like the analysis and what we could expect for going into the week. First things first, I basically broke even out of the week. I was down like at the beginning, and mostly due to the fact that in the like something I definitely am gonna stop doing is trying to go crazy on Mondays, and psychologically maybe perhaps just because it's like new week and you're excited and you're trying to get into the market. But for me, I just realized it's either better to stay away from Mondays or completely just leave it alone, or just half, like half size yours, or even quarterly cut down on your risk. Because I just get, I'll show you guys the analysis right here. So you see 260, like this is the day I lost the most. I feel like it has to, and I've realized like most of the Mondays I do end up like losing, you see? And then like throughout the week I end up like, just trying to make it back. So I, like, you see, again, a pattern. You see the pattern here? Like, just doesn't make sense for me to be thinking. So going tomorrow for sure. It's either half. I'm basically gonna be treating them like Fridays. You see how on Friday I usually tend to either win a little bit or just like get back. But like it had these. This is like when I was up. I think overall, so I felt a little ballsy, so I decided to go in a little bit more. But so that's it. Like Friday, usually I don't risk too much. Like I'm willing to risk a good 200, 250 at most. But even then, I try not to do that. But Mondays I definitely do risk way more than I should. You see, like usually it's around like 250, and that's when I try to go Tuesday already, like in a fearful mindset type of perspective. So I'm definitely gonna stop doing that for Mondays. So going into tomorrow, 100%. Like either I don't trade at all. If I don't see anything completely like, then I'm definitely not gonna get into it. But first things first, we did end up closing the week with a doji. I guess it's indecisiveness or accumulation. What I'm looking at right now, it's we're gonna start the week here, right? So, like for me, the bigger question right now is like, right? We just have a doji. The question is, we open up here, whatever. We might want to be trading into here, and the question is whether we want to go from here up, continue to higher, all-time highs, or we just use this as a inversion to come down, retest, and then go lower, or even to this one. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to try to anticipate. Something I'm just gonna try to go into the week knowing is like we could probably just hit this and continue on higher, or just drop a little bit. I'm not gonna really be looking for shorts, and just continue looking for higher. Like there's nothing for me to, or even here, like this is all. This is the previous. This is like the last swing all-time highs we had before this rally. So it could even come down here and then thingy. Once we start breaking below like deeper, then I might consider looking into maybe more of a short type of perspective. But for now, I'm just really bullishly biased for the week, going into the week for sure. I'm just gonna be looking for some sort of lower time frame, medium time frame, POI for Van Gap order block, run on sell stops, and then literally just trying to go look for longs after 10, 11 ish around there. But yeah, so as you can see, we did literally close the week doji. We don't have a full idea of exactly where do we want the market to go, which is nothing wrong with that. But for now, we're just gonna be sitting on a hand right now. I want to see what happens once we hit this level. And like technically, like, I would want to trade like the retracement back into here before continuing longs, but I mean I would just rather be patient. So why did I lose money so much? Like why? That you should be asking yourself why. I gotta look into it why. But I'm pretty sure I was looking for shorts. At one point I'm pretty sure Friday, Monday. Okay, so coming into the market, right? Friday. Wait, what? Oh shit. What's a daily? Wait, one more. Okay, Friday. Okay. So first things first, as you can see, we were digging into a fair value gap, which I see now. I guess I was trying to trade this reversal right here, because we did run. I believe we did run up. Yeah, you see, yeah, this is why. So, I mean, it looked clean. I'm not too mad about it for sure because we ran up a. So 9 a.m. we run up a buy stops. You know, we have equal lows. This. The only thing I guess I should have been a little bit more careful about is waiting till 10. Because definitely after 10, like, it was just manipulating, so I just wanted to see more of a clear setup. Oh, yeah, I remember now, Okay. So the first loss I took was here, at 950 macro. I put him out here, I put my entry here, I believe, and then I put my stop loss here. I believe. Yeah, like that, right? And then obviously I wanted to target more. I could have moved to break even here. I should have, I guess. I just didn't see the point of, like, you know, I wanted to see a bigger run on stops, which we did, I guess, but just, I wanted to see more, bro. I wanted to see way more, you know, way more. So that was my first stop loss, if I remember, on Monday. And then I was like, yo, I'm done for the, if I remember, I'm done for the week, or I'm done for the day, sorry. And then I'm going to the store, and I believe I see this one now. Then I see this fair value gap, see right here at 10:20ish. So I get in again. I short again, and my stop loss was literally like here, and then I immediately get stopped out. Immediately. Yeah, so this one was like during the 10 a.m. and then this one's stinky, right? Cool. So those were like my 2 L's for the day, and then after that I was definitely 100% done. Something that was interesting here though is like the reason why I felt confident here again re-entering, and I think I entered with the same amount of risk too. Wait, no, that day. If I remember, what? Oh, okay, I'm like, bro, what?
Chevy Equinox is ready for your daily drives, weekend getaways, and everything in between. Plenty of cargo space, plus a big touch.
Okay, I'm like, wait, what the fuck was that? Okay. So something interesting. So that day I think I was a little bit more fearful because of the stop loss, if I'm not mistaken, Monday. And we could pull up the stream right now, but pretty sure it was this. Just so much over risk. I guess I should have waited more here for confirmation. Like, I guess something I'm definitely now beginning to take into consideration is once we tapped into this fair value gap, like, we should have seen an order block. Like, if I'm not too confident about this big ass move up and then immediately, like, I should just wait, you know? Because we literally just reacted from this order block, and I believe we were rejecting 830 as well, 930, which is a red flag once again. But the thing is, with this trade, no, like, it was just such a clean move. Like, I don't mind being more aggressive when I know there's a higher chance of me, like, being right. So that was this. Like, we just swept beautiful Asia highs in immediate. So I guess I was just a little bit more impulsive in my part of it, but whatever. And then we have this fake move. We never take this out, so that's another reason why I kind of wanted to get in again. We never took this out, and then we immediately split lower, and again we have another change of state, so I get in here, and stop loss was here, and we should not have been going up higher. Once I saw this, I remember I think I cut the trade a little earlier than full stop out, just because, you know, I just do this shit for so long. Like, there's certain things that should not be happening, and this is one of them. This price should have held from here, like even maybe this upper quadrant to here, and then just started reversing, but it didn't do that. So that's already giving me like a red, you know what I mean? It's Monday, let's be honest, bro, it's Monday. So now, on the contrary, if I was looking for longs, right, this is fucking cool, because look, at 1030 we sweep manipulation, we take out Asia and I believe London, if I'm not mistaken. Low is 29,250. No, we actually didn't. That's crazy. But point is, we took out London low. You know, that's, for me, that's more than a little bit more than enough. And we're just heavily bullish on the day, and we're going into a daily fair value gap. So, you know, like, it just, whatever. So we sweep this, right? We're refusing to close below. Sorry, we're refusing to close below 10 a.m. open with this candle back in here, right? At this point, this now becomes inversion right here. With we swept liquidity, sell stops, which is what you want to see if you're bullish. We're rejecting it. We're coming up above the new week, the weekly open again. We're refusing to stay below we refuse to stay below midnight is all the way up here, I believe. No, midnight is here. We refuse to stay below midnight, and we're refusing to stay 9:30, below 9:30, which is right here, immediately. So this was technically the better setup, if I'm being honest. But hey man, I mean, what can you do, right? That was technically the cleaner setup, and your stop loss should have definitely been here, like below this breaker. But even then, like, you know, it was messy. It was very, very messy for me, at least. I just didn't see like the full like reason to go. I guess yes, we're in all-time highs and that, but like it just didn't make sense. So I guess that's where my 2 L's came from for that day. And then Tuesday comes up. I don't trade Tuesday, but I mean we could technically go over Tuesday. I didn't trade Tuesday, guys. Look at this rejection a minute again. So cool to see. It's so fun. Okay. Okay, interesting. So let's go to the daily time frame. I didn't take a trade, by the way, as you guys can see. I'm just going over the trades I took. I ain't taking no trades. I will not take no trades today. So we're running into this for value gap now, right? How's the 4 hour looking? Okay, so the 4 hour is looking a little bearish. No, actually, no, it's not. This is pre-thing. Oh, this is Monday. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we did have a 4 hour CISD. Right? We are low and lower. We are beginning to inverse things. So, I mean, ideally, yes, you're looking thingy. And then with this open, we come up at 9:30, and then we start displacing lower. But I mean, the way we're coming down here is just like so smooth. So perhaps we would be running into this 4 hour for value gap. I don't know. I literally forgot. I'll probably just wait for 10. I do like this. The thing is, I can't fully like have a full picture because I still gotta have ES with me at all times too. So I wouldn't know what ES is doing here. But I like that we did tap back below the thingy. We did hit our liquidity. Something I would wait for here is probably like this 5-minute FEG to be tapped into and see a reaction. But I would probably be targeting. I don't know actually. I'll probably be targeting. I don't know. We just so bullish here, so I would still be looking for high price. I'll probably just look for an inversion if I'm being honest to be tapped back into. But let me see 10 o'clock. Where's 10 o'clock here? I mean, I would wait and see what happens here. I would probably wait for this OTE level, which we just tapped into. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, once this thing gets inverted right here, yeah, I was gonna tell you, once this one gets inverted, and we have a new order block here, I would probably be interested in shorts with this inversion right here. Stop loss below here, above here. My target projections would probably be from It would probably be this. Probably there. I would definitely move to break even once we broke this low. Yeah, that would have been my trade. The reason why I said I like this was, well, first off, if I would have seen like in Q, ES like not taking out this high, then yeah, this leg would have been very important for me. We got this placement. We have a fair value. Like here, you're stuck between two Peter rates. So all I'm really just waiting for is to get stuck between them. You know what I mean? Like which one's gonna be really the obvious one? Technically, you also entered here if you're really confident, or even lower. Here, cause now you have an order block. You have 10 a.m. We're below now 10 a.m. too. So you would probably want to wait till 10 a.m. Here could also probably, you technically could have taken this trade too. And then for sure you would have been like more 100% lean, more bearish than bullish. Because here you're still like a little scared to try to pull the trigger. But I mean, technically you should be holding for like 2 standard deviations. But my target would have probably been that 4 hour fair value. Yeah. And that's what would have been to break even really quickly. But I mean, that would have been a good trade, I guess. We could also have been targeting previously low, but that's way too low. So that was that, I guess. I mean, would I have taken that trade? I don't know. You know, especially right now with the conditions, like I would have been a little bit more, like, what's the word? Like, gun shy. So that would have been that, but I didn't take that trade. Boom, fire. 4 hour. What is this? What's that great box? Oh, okay. Excuse me. That's it. It's not my great what? Okay. Let me take that out for a bit because we haven't created it, so there's no point of having it here. But yeah. That would have, I guess that would have been maybe a trade, but I mean, yeah, I really do like that we took out thingy. If you're really aggressive here, could have been an entry, but I probably would have waited a little bit more, like for another fair value gap to form, because this would have scared you for sure, right? We already had a CISD, so this would have scared you. You just wait for the inversion, and for this to get inverted too. Cause this should have held. I technically like it would have been better if it held, and then this would have been a stop loss. But it went up higher, so that's cool. Once we inverted this, for me it would have been game over. Or I don't know. 3 minutes, like, I don't know. I think I didn't like also is that we swept this already too. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know if I would have taken the trade. Maybe in the moment my impulsive, like my intuition would have kicked in, and I would have. I would like to think that, but I don't know. So whatever. So I don't need trade thing because I think I had to work that day. I'm curious though. How many standard deviation did we end up going to though? That's the real question. Yeah, we had, and then we're going thinking, whatever, it's fine. Mistrade, whatever, you know. So let's go into the next day, guys. Next day. Beautiful tap, bro. Beautiful tap. You see how, look at this shit, dude. Like, once we're above it, we're just rallying, dude. Okay, so Wednesday comes up, right? Cool. I remember this shit. Yeah, I remember this shit like yesterday. Okay. So first thing first, boys, zoom out. Like, zoom out. Go to the 30 minute, go to the 1 hour. Zoom out. What do you see? What is these, bro? Equal highs, dog. Like, easy. Right? Asia, London has been left intact. We're coming down all morning. What do you think we're gonna expect at 10, guys? After 10, reversal, 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 reversal. At least, or at least a pullback back into equilibrium of that swing leg. At least minimum, you know. So, yeah. So this day, I remember for sure. I remember exactly. This day, I was a little upset because this day I did trade. Well, I traded when I was on the way to work, and I kind of like just closed the risk early because I didn't want to deal with it with like that like that psychological emotion with not being in front of the charts, and you know something God forbid happens, like Trump says some shit and then just dumps whatever. So that day I was bullish. That day we were coming out of a yeah. You see, we were we were coming out of that thingy. We're holding this fair rally gap. Boom, nice. Okay, so I'm just watching for continuations at this point. All right, we just tapped into this busy. Like nothing's telling me right now. We were here by the way, so just at least to this high is my objective, right? All right. So we drop. All I'm waiting for at this point is a CISD. A CISD to get into. I think I got in with ES this time though. With ES. After 10. After 10. Here we are. So we have the CISD. Boom. Beautiful longs. I think it looks better in my opinion than ES. But why was I bullish? Well, I just told you guys. Well, first of all, we're all time high, so we're not trying to choose a reversal at this point right now. Especially after that daily fair value. We expect an addition. I looked at this breaker right here. I'm assuming it might look a little cleaner right here. Yeah, I guess. I mean, just look at the swing high and right here, a breaker. Breaker, H1 right here. Bro, this ICT is so golden with it. We're first of all, we're out of time. Just know that, guys. So we're just looking for longs at this point. We're coming out of daily fair value gap. 4-hour order for us being respected. Like there's no reason to look for shorts whatsoever. This is a breaker. High, low, high. So whenever it comes down here, maybe I could have expected to sweep this eventually and go up higher, a little lower, and then go higher, even better for sure. But it didn't do that. You didn't have to, you know. Once we have a 5-minute change to say the 5-minute for me is already confirmation, like the structure is already changing. So you could have gone along here. You could have waited for this fair guy. Look at whatever you want to do. You know, it's up to you guys. You guys trade the way you guys want to trade. And then yeah, it's off to the races. Let's just say you got off in this fair value gap. Stop loss probably would have been here. Yeah, probably would have been here because I wouldn't want the remember the candle's looking bullish now, so I don't want the candle to come lower and switch bearish. So that would have been my trade right there. We do just play around the new week opening gap right here. The opening gap. So as you can see, we're never really closing below it. We're just wicking this fair value, which is really good in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not gonna take a second re-entry because I'm already like, you know, I'm not up to that level yet to be trading thingy. But that would have been my trade. And I think I took a stop. I took my partials on ES somewhere here. And yeah, it played out. So that was that. But you know, win some, lose some, it's whatever. So that was that day, that's the day. And then I think on Thursday I didn't trade. I forgot why. I think I didn't see anything good. So yeah, you see when they were taking all, oh bro, this was just so beautiful right here, bro. Look at these equal highs, bro. Like this is money being printed right here. So that was that. And Thursday I don't think I traded, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Thursday, yeah. Thursday I didn't trade because like there was nothing for me, really nothing for me at all. Like I wanted something nice, you know. And at 9:30 we just straight up open, disgusting, like nothing for me. It could have been for you, but not for me. Yeah, nothing. It's just straight up trash. Yeah, straight up trash. So Friday comes along, and finally Friday. So Friday comes along, and what happened Friday? Friday time frame is key, guys. Okay, so Friday comes along. First off, I'm looking for shorts because on the 1 hour, bro, we just straight up. Right here, right? So you can see we're clearly disrespecting, or sorry, we're clearly respecting bearish order flow now, right? After every order block should definitely hold. Here it held. Here I'm expecting this one to hold as well, right there. Okay, understand? Cool. Now I'm looking at the mean threshold. So first off, what do I want to see? I want to see this level taken out, this swing low. I marked down the 50% of this candle just in case I wanted to think, and I'm glad I did, because I like, if we're bullish, guys, trust me, we should not be respecting this CE of this wick. Right? We should, like, you have to respect it here. Like, we should not respect it. We would want to run in it and through it, or however he says. I don't know. I wanted to see continuation, to take this and eventually this. This was my objective, right? Okay, cool. With that being said, I was expecting here to here. I'll go to 15 minute. I think I put in the 15 minute. From here to here, I wanted to see OTE retracement, okay? Which is right around there. Boom. You see that? You see that? Beautiful. What is this? See that? Boom. Remember, right now it's easy to find out to say like, oh yeah, you reverse, but look at that. You cannot tell me that does not look clean. Cool. So on the 5 minute, bro, all I'm waiting for is a 5 minute reversal, which is right there. I took this on ES, by the way. Look clean on ES. Let me see if I can find the screenshot of ES. Or actually, I think I might be able to go onto ES's A2. There we go. Nice. I get in from this inversion. Right there. And off to, I'm just bearish, guys. Remember, at this point I'm just bearish. Stop loss was here, and then obviously my stop loss, I wanted it to be this right here. So that's what I was looking for, guys, right? But I did see that we had a freaking new week opening gap that could have acted potential, you know, like this, jumping. So I literally just got off here, and then I just closed it out because I did not like the rejection we were getting. Like, it was such a strong as rejection. We should not have been getting that, and we did. So I think you can see me like just closing it off for like a 0.76-ish RR and whatever. I didn't like the rejection, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait again because we might want to come up here because of this new week opening gap. You know, test this 5 minute and then go lower. At this point, I'm seeing this. So I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. I'll just wait for like this to close below it and then obviously continue lower. And I'm seeing this and then I see this. I don't know if I took this trade or not. But by this point, I think I'm trying to remember what happened this day. Okay, so at this day, I'm kind of already switching bias, if I'm being honest, to try to go for a thingy here. And, yeah, and there's a 4-hour busy above us, so that's what I was, like, kind of, like, keeping my eye on, but I kind of wanted to see this, like, inversion hold for us, you know, which is why I was more bearish to take out these lows, and this low, before going higher, but I don't think I got involved yet, so all I did was wait, and then this happens, right? Okay, so now two things is happening. At this point, we're above 10 a.m. open, so for me this is gonna have to stay bullish. We're still respecting this M5 and this order block, so I'm just waiting. Okay, sorry. So here I'm waiting on the 3 minute because I'm like, bro, like I really think this is gonna be the leg send us higher, then so be it, you know. So I get in, right, and I take a loss right here. I enter here. Wait, no, sorry. I entered. Where did I enter? Entered here. And my stop loss was here, I believe. And then, yeah, that was my trade for the day. I think. Wait, did I take this on MNQ? I think I have this on Ocean. Let me just log in real quick. I forgot what I took it at. But point is, like, this time I'm already leaning more bullish, especially because we reversed this 5 minute. Like, we should have not been doing that, and we're respecting it. Oh, yeah. I remember. Okay, so I got in here. Once we inverted this, I switched my bias, and my stop loss was technically here. But I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just get out because I didn't like the way we were coming with such displacement here. So I think I got out, and then I just got in once we inverted this 5. Yeah. And then I got in like somewhere here, and then my stop loss was here. And that's it, and then I targeted this. There we go. Yeah, I did thingy. And that's it, that was my trade, if I'm not mistaken. But I did risk my, I reduced my risk by a lot. Like, I wasn't risking anything. I think I was just risking like $80. Just, you know, nothing crazy, but I was able to take multiple losses, but because due to my risk, like, I'm able to, like, you know, switch my bias and play the long-term game, as long as I had a clear bias of where I wanted to go. Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah, right here, my Notion. Okay. Yeah, you see, like, this is when I didn't like this. This is where I closed it here. I'm pretty sure I closed it early that day. And I forgot. Wait, what? This is not thingy though. This is Friday. There we go. Okay, I think this is what it was. Okay, this is the short I was looking for. I don't know if yeah, I think I frauded it. I think I ended it early, and then I took a trade after stream. Yeah, I think I did do that. I took those trades after stream. The 2 ones I took, I'm done for the day. But then I was like, yo, I don't think we want to go lower, so fuck it. Like, we're all time highs, let's go for it. And yeah, that's weird. But I definitely did I over traded, but with risk behind me. Like, I'm not over trading to a point where I'm blowing the accounts now, or like I'm scared of, like, you know, if I'm wrong or right. If it's wrong, then whatever. I was just gonna be down like $90 for the week, or for the day. So I was like, whatever, fuck it. The thing that was able to help me, since I was able to win profit in the beginning and then lose it back, I was kind of like already like in a break even type of scenario. So once I accepted the risk, I'm like, bro, like, the worst that happens, I'm down $90. Like, fuck it, I'll have to recover that shit next week. So that's really what made me like pull the trigger one more time. And I think NQ was a little bit more bullish by this point. Yeah, right here. Nice. And we never closed below 50% of the auto block, which is interesting. I'm definitely getting a little bit more precise with my shit. Interesting. But yeah, interesting. So yeah, definitely was more bullish. We did come here for London highs, and then boom, bro. Afterward was like one of the most beautiful setups, dude. Like so, look, why was it so beautiful? First of all, we have CIZ, right? You displace lower. Either you want to get FOMO and straight chase it or whatever, get in from this 5 minute order block and stop loss. I don't know, right? Okay, so this I didn't see this. I think I was oh, yeah, I think I was at the park just chilling at this time. If we take a fib, right? All I'm gonna have to do is wait and see the reaction of 50% of that level. So right there, right? I'm waiting for 50% to tag into it, and stop loss would be here. Really, I don't want. We just start running high. We don't want to go back higher. Boom, there. Okay, so two things that happen. Like if you're really bearish, I guess. Entry here, stop loss here, right? Boom, easy, right? What I'm doing now is like, depending how I wasn't really too bearish. Remember, too bearish because I was a little scared for like the thingy. But we did come into a 4 hour like this shit. It's so crazy. We came into this 4 hour busy that I was looking for from here earlier. Didn't want to go through right away. We didn't hit it for ES, which just sucks, bro. I would have been so upset. But yeah, we come back to the civvy. And remember, overall, for me, the structure has now shifted. If I'm being honest, this structure has now shifted. Beautiful rejection 6 from OTE. Beautiful 5 minute assist. Beautiful sweep of London. Like, nice. I would have been in this trade for sure, dude. This is a trade where I would have been a little bit more riskier now, especially if it was like on Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday-ish. I would have put a good heavier risk about this. So right here, I'm just waiting, guys. I just want to see this order block change. Boom. Once I get that, I'll probably have gotten in here. And technically your stop loss could have been here or like low like OTE, but I would have probably placed it here because now there's no reason for us to come unless we wick this, and that was gonna suck. Yeah, I would have sucked, but whatever. That would have I ain't gonna lie, I probably put my stop loss here. If we come back down, we wick this, like I don't think we should be doing that no more, but just to be safe with your stop loss, and then boom. We come back. I guess we come back to. I don't even know. We come back down. But you see, this is what you want to see, guys. I probably would have put a stop loss on this new week opening in case we do want to come down reverse again. I guess it's gonna suck ass, but whatever. So I probably would have waited till this and then entered here and then stop loss here. That's it. That's what I would have done. And then obviously my overall targets was this low and this low from like I kept on saying for like the past morning, which was here. You can clearly see these equal lows, so that was gonna be my fucking A+ target. And we just ran into a buy set, bro. This was a good ass setup, I'm not gonna lie. But whatever. We win some, we lose some. We just didn't. We were involved with this, but not on this. But this is cool. So yeah, we rejected from OTE 4 hour. Like that's it. That's all I'm waiting for. So that was really it for the week. Like nothing crazy. We ended up at, like I said, break even. I'm not going to be risking too much here Mondays. I'm just probably going to risk like 100, 150 at most, willing to lose, and that's it. Like keeping it simple and getting it out. You see how Fridays we don't really like go. I mean, except here and then, but that's because I was probably bullish as fuck that day, or bearish vice versa. So my confidence was there. So right now it's just been a little iffy. Like you can clearly see, like my confidence is not really there right now because I'm not trying to pull the trigger too much. But after seeing this, like, I do think we might want to be going lower. However, lower at least until this fair value gap. I don't know what we want to do after that. And it's crazy because I think this is like perhaps like the only week we finally had like a doji. After this we just had straight continuation, so this might be the reversal point. We create another wiki candle, like it's gonna be trash, but I'm gonna try to pick my targets quickly. And let's see how we open up Sunday. Because if we open up like somewhere like here, I'm gonna try to trade my way into here, and then I'm gonna just be patient and see what's gonna happen here. Because whether we want to continue structure high, then I would wait for that as well. And yeah, that's it, right? Like I said, it's nothing crazy. It was a little difficult week, especially on Monday, because I was so bullish. I just felt so bullish, and then I was not willing to like cut my risk by half after taking that first loss. That's what kind of hurt me, and then because of that, this triggered this, because I was still bullish, and it was a better setup, but due to me risking have so much here, I was like, yeah, like I don't want to be down too much for the week and stuff, so I kind of like cut myself a little bit more risk. And then I literally risked more here than I did this day, so I was like, fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like Monday is like I'm not really trying to think. Usually Tuesdays was gonna set up the cleaner profile, my honest opinion. So that's what I'm wait. That's what I'm gonna wait. That's what I'm gonna wait. And yeah, as you can see, guys, like just Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are like the best days to try to look for setup, and that's exactly what we got. Thursday was trash, but I mean we still had to move though. We literally had a nice rally. A nice rally. Here was trash, but hey man, just no risk, I guess. That's it. So Friday, I mean, sorry, for the end of the week, I am expecting lower now, guys, especially with this big ass candle now. I also do like that we didn't reach it quite yet on ES, so I don't know if we're just gonna start dumping from here. But we do now have an order block here first, so I don't know. I'll see. I'll see what happens. Yeah, I was really hoping this move wasn't gonna happen and we were just gonna rally from it, but I guess we had to come up here for the Sibi and that's it. Whatever. So tomorrow, or yeah, let's just say tomorrow we consolidate, go up at 9:30, sweep London highs, previous day highs, whatever, one more time, and then have nice ass displacement. I'm probably gonna take that to go short and try to target this level. These sell stops, equal lows, and obviously a clear swing low. Same thing here, clear sell stops right here. So who knows? Or like we just want to tap, like have SMTs in reverse. It's gonna be so freaking trash. But whatever. We might want to come up and go higher, and we might just not sweep this one, and then we come down and sweep this one, and then shifts after that. So I don't know. But yeah, that's really it for the week. Break even, nothing crazy, which is really dope because like as you can clearly see, like the conditions aren't really here. But yeah, we're still able to be, I guess, more knowledgeable to be break evenish rather than just having blown accounts. Because for sure, like if this was me a year ago, like I probably would have been going crazy, dude. Like especially psychologically, because like bro, you made so like you were doing so good like during this leg right here, and now you blew all this shit up because of this price action, like that's what would have been a little bit more triggering. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is, right? The question though is like, when are we gonna get this huge? I'm gonna be like, I'm a little bit more like in the back of my head, like a little bit more gun shy, because bro, it could just really be one day where we just dump, bro. And it's gonna be like, ugh, and we could just be dumping to an equilibrium POI, before going higher again, but. Just this dump is gonna be scary because we just been longing so much that it's just gonna feel weird to finally be able to short. But I'll see. This week is gonna be a little short. I know that for a fact, just because like previously weekly low and then fair value gap, and then we might continue going higher again, which is really all there is to it. So that's what I'm gonna see for the week. Break even this week, nothing crazy, like it's just I'm just ready for like I'm not able to like really get really emotional like this. Like a year ago I would have been fucking blowing this left and right, and now it's just like I'm able to control a little bit more, pick my trades a little bit more. This is still kind of pissing me off, dude. Like we still rejected it again, which is something so weird right here. So what I'm looking at is just this rejection, this wick. It's a fair value gap, technically. That's what ICT calls it. Wicks are fair value gaps. So I just don't like this too much because I really would have preferred at least close below this low and then below constant encroachment of this. Because bro, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like this could literally just push us one more time higher into this fair value gap or something and go lower, or even inverse and go high. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just gotta wait to see what the market wants to do with it, how we want to use it, and then continue. But my bias is going in eventually. This is not gonna be respected. I feel like this is just engineering liquidity, lows. So come up here, boom, that's it, boom. Simple. I don't expect us to come up here no more, just because we already did the damage was right here. with this one, and then we also had SMT with the, what's it called? Yo, bro, my the laptop sounds like a helicopter. It's about to blow up. It's a helicopter. Ooh, and a totally funny guy. But yeah, you can see on the 4 hour, we tapped into this city. So I'm assuming that's the purpose of this fair value gap. You know, who knows? We could just literally reverse, which would make no sense, but it could happen. Good thing the only thing that kind of calms me down, like we haven't taken this low either. So for me, it's like it's still in play. And yeah, that's really it. Like that's what I'm looking for right now. Just lower for now. For now, we definitely have the most bearish structure you've had in I don't even know how long, bro. Dude, I just know like when this shit drop, bro, it's just gonna be so mind-boggling. Just because, dude. So I'm just gonna wait and see what happens here with this 4 hour structure. I don't expect us to come back here no more. Maybe like tap this 4 hour order block. Hopefully we have a closure below this. I could just feel a little more confident. And then obviously in the lower time frame, it could be like a 1 hour for rally gap, and then boom, we're down to the races. You know, accumulate. We go up at 9:30. Take out London high, Asian low, previously high, previously low, whatever the fuck, I don't know. And then reverse after 10 and look for continuation from there. That's what I'm looking for right now. And yeah, try to take these babies out. This is low key my goal for the week. This one right here. This is my easy draw. Like this one, yeah, I guess, but this is my draw. I'm gonna be so upset if we do take it out minorly and then start reversing quickly. I'm like, bruh, come on, bro. This is the most confident I've felt in fucking years, and this is how you gonna do me. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna wait for. We also are gonna have a weekly open, a fair value gap. Sorry, so. Who knows what's gonna happen, you know? But is this gonna be the fair value gap that's really just gonna take us and go higher, or is this just gonna get inverse, continue lower, short term? I don't know. Because we still, once we break below this, in my opinion, I would be more confident in shorter now, at least into equilibrium point, which would be like somewhere here, and I could still look for shorts. Because now we're like, ICT says like, just marking down these levels like. Swing highs before they are taken. These are for me, these are like protected highs, very protected highs. So it just makes sense to me, you know. We might just come down here and then continue like that, you know. And then at this point, we might have like I don't know, like a quick ass dab into equilibrium before going higher. I don't know. Or we could just completely, you know, reverse from here. I don't know as well, but we'll see what we want to do at the moment when the time is right, and you know. The market's showing us live data, what it wants to do. But yeah, that's be it. Again, break even for the week. I don't know why I keep saying monthly P&L. Like, it doesn't even make sense, bro. I know I'm not the smartest dude, but like, the math ain't math in here, bro. It's like 106 minus 103 minus 39. That's like 36. Why the fuck am I getting 93.32? What the fuck? And like I don't get it. I don't get why it's showing this, but yeah, I don't know. I should be break even for the month so far. Like, I don't know. That is what the fuck the math is coming out from. The reason I was able to like look, because I was down. Like, by the way, I was down. Well, no, I wasn't down. Sorry, I wasn't down. I was up like 150 for the day, I believe, if I remember correctly, and then I lost those 150, and then I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna risk like 90. So I was like, yo, if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, or something, or like $80. I don't know, bro. And then I felt, you know, that's the point of like lowering your risk. Like, if you're wrong, like fuck, like, yeah, it's gonna be annoying, but at least you ain't over risk. You're not shitting you're not getting nervous and stuff trying to make it back or hoping that it doesn't blow your account. But I was able to make it back, and then you know from here, when I'm in Q, I took ES. ES looked a little nicer for me. I don't know why, but it did. Right here, and boom, longs, TP, boom. Boom, one more time. But you know, I would have been trying to hold for the long time, but we didn't. Whatever. Yeah, that'd be it. Break even week. Hopefully we get new opportunities coming in this week. Yeah, that'll be it. I'm close to passing them. Monday we see a nice setup. I might just not stupid amount, but I might risk a little bit more, just because now we have more structure to play with, and I'm a little bit more confident in shorts than I was. Well, I was pretty confident here too with this one, but now I'm definitely more confident because we finally hit OTE. You know, we finally hit OTE right here. Don't think about this candle. This candle was after we rejected it. So at this time it looks like this. You know, we finally hit. Oh, let me go to NQ. NQ looks nicer. As you can see, we finally hit OTE, and You can just take OT. I feel like it's only important if you know. It's only useful if you know what the leg is. If the leg is important, then it's important. You know. And then boom, we tap into 50% and immediately rejecting. So I'm expecting continuation. Continuation, and perhaps this low is my draw for the week. This big fat low right here. What is this big juicy lips? Right there. That's what I'm going for the week. Boom. And then I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen after this week. I don't know. Like the way we react here is important to me because like we just might sweep it and go higher, or maybe sweep it in one ass and not the other, and then just go higher. Like I don't know. I don't know, and I don't have to know, which is the important thing. I did not know none of this shit was supposed to happen, and we're still breaking for the week. You know, last week I know none of that shit was supposed to happen, and we were green for the week. Oh no, we were red for the week. Embarrassing. But before that as well, like I ain't know, and we were still green for the week. So. Like I said, I don't know. Like, I guess the important thing is just don't get too crazy with the emotions, because we don't want to blow. Good thing we're not blowing this, like, weeks and shit as before we hit all-time highs. You know, like, you can tell the difference, bro. Like, the confidence is there when you're able to really play more with your risk. Like, especially this. This was pre-market highs. I remember that for sure, because that's why I was risking more and more and more. But right now, in times like this, it's like, we just gotta cut down our risk heavily. In my opinion, not mean I gotta have it a little bit higher than just normal. Like once I get the funded, then yeah, cut down the risk for sure. But for now, it's just like nah, like bro, like what the fuck, bro. Stupid markets, man, piss me off. I'm also like I think like 700 away from passing my lucid. Alright, we're good. Okay, okay, we're good now. So yeah, this is my draw for the week, 100%. 199%, this is my draw. This is the only thing I'm looking for, like, I'm really gonna hate if we just sweep this one thing and then go high. But by then, if we already, like, let's just say this is the current new week open, like, the weekly open. Like, this black line right here. Like, think about it, like, we open, like, today, like, here. And then we are above it, and I'm probably just gonna have to switch to longs, like, just gonna force myself to do it, you know. But if we could nicely like stay below this opening price and just stay lower throughout the week, baby, yeah, that's gonna be my draw, baby. And I probably am gonna risk a little bit more this week because I have a clearer draw versus, you know, like here. Now like, we're gonna have more price to play around with, especially if we close around here. Like this is my draw, guys, 100%. 100% for the week. That is gonna be my draw, and I'm actually gonna mark it down so you guys don't think I'm bullshitting for the week. Like, yo, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna put my little eyeballs here. Draw for the week if we can stay bearish. There we go, guys. So this is my draw for the week, guys. Right there, baby. This is my draw. Like, it's just so beautiful, so obvious. And this is the days you want to risk more. Are you guys seeing the correlation now? What am I gonna border? I'm just gonna screenshot this and put this. I don't know. Where should I put it? Like after like the market for the weekly. Right here. I'm putting on weekly. I'm putting on weekly for Monday. Okay. So Monday. Oh no, I'm putting on, yeah, for Monday. So again, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. This is my draw for the week. This low. And then after that, I don't know what we're gonna do with this for value gap. Like I said, I don't know. Are we gonna wanna come down in reverse, which I guess I don't care, like fuck you market, but, or are we gonna completely inverse it and use it as support and then go lower? I don't know either. Until the time comes that we're just gonna let it be. I'm not gonna try to feed too much into it. Yeah, that'll be all. Hopefully this week we are able to grow the accounts again. Yeah, bro, I really, this shit is so annoying. Like, I still can't believe we held it, bro. Like here and here, and there was like, but yeah, that's it. I want to have a nice clear draw to this week, which is this fair value gap. Wait, why did it not? Oh, but yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be trading tomorrow, but like I said, I'm not gonna go stupid crazy with it. We already opened up. We haven't opened up. I'm like, wait, have we opened up already? But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.